Good morning, everybody. And you already know we got to include Lottie Dottie. This is the day that the Lord has made. And I don't know about you, but I will rejoice and be glad in it because it is He that has made us and not we ourselves. And check it out, when He made us, He did a pretty good job. Yeah, he did a pretty good job. And whether you want to own up to it or not, whether you want to agree or not, He made us to make it through the go through. Yeah, you're going to go through some things. The Bible says a man that is born of a woman is of a few days and full of trouble. But what you've got to understand is he made you to make it. Yeah, he made you to be able to go through the go through. Look here, I want to talk to you this morning real quickly. As you can see, we're not in the studio. We're in the mobile studio, if you will. And, I got to make some tracks and, it is what it is. And I said, you know what? We were on late last night and, I think the interview was really great with Sharonda, aka Phoenix. I had a good time talking with her and getting to know her a little bit more and to hear her story. So you want to make sure you always make it a point of duty to log on Monday nights at 8 p.m. because the interviews are going to continue to get better and better. But anyway, we've got to understand that we're going to go through some things, but he has put something in us so that we could make it. Okay. So I want to talk to you real quick about going for it. All right, going for it. Number one, how far are you willing to go for what you are after? Some folks ain't willing to go around the corner, let alone, go the distance, and some stuff you just not gonna get in the first mile of the way. What's the old Cortez song? When I've gone the last mile of the way. Yeah, not the first mile, the last mile. Okay. And the last mile, it doesn't indicate whether or not it was 5, 10, 15, or 20 miles. Come on, somebody. It could have been 1,000 miles. He didn't say how many. He just said the last mile of the way. And so what you got to understand is sometimes we go through this, that, and the other, but it doesn't mount to anything in comparison to the last mile of the way. Why? Because I have finally come to the end of my course. It's that last victory mile. You know what I'm saying? And you're no longer thinking about how your legs hurt. You're no longer thinking about what you went through and what you had to experience to get where you are. You're thinking about the fact that I made it. Come on, we're Fantasia. I made it. And so, okay, what you gonna do? Okay, all right, I'll go. You don't want to go, I will. And so I made it, y'all. It's the last mile of the way, And so I want to encourage you to go for it. All right, go for it. Don't stop in the middle. I know it gets rough sometimes, but you've got to, let me tell you this. You've got to strategically do what you got to do to make it. In other words, there are some people on Friday that you just got to avoid. You know what I'm saying? Because if you get around so-and-so on Friday, you're going to mess around, you're going to go out, you're going to do this, you're going to do that, and it's going to throw you off course. Not that they're bad people and not even necessarily that what they're doing is bad, but you got to stay focused. My phone just shaking. I apologize, y'all. But you got to stay focused so that you can complete the task that you are out to complete. Go for it, all right? You got to go for it. It's raining here in North Carolina. Well, it's not raining right now, but it's still gloomy, and we're supposed to get rain some more today. So it's not like it's a bunch of sunshine and you wake up, yeah, let's go conquer the world. Sometimes for me, when I wake up on days like this, I'm like, oh, Lord, let me just lay over and hit the snooze button, But nah, bro, nah, sis, you got to go for it. Get up and go for it. What's stopping you from going for it? What's stopping you from going after what you set out to accomplish? I can't answer that for you. I can answer it for myself. But I want you to understand that you got to go for it, okay? Look here, let's see, yeah. You got to go for it, guys. You got to go for it, okay? Now, let me say this. You got to be willing to go the distance, and sometimes we set out to do something, boom, bang. Right away, we're looking for the end results. Dude, you just got started. How you going to be looking for the end results and you still in the beginning phase? Put your time in. Do what you got to do. Yeah, you're going to suffer a while. You're going to be confused here and there, but you just getting started. You brand new. You still a grasshopper. So you got to give yourself that much. You got to give yourself space to figure this thing out. Don't give up now just because you confused. Just knock on a few more doors, ask a few more questions, seek help. Don't be ashamed. Sometimes you got to say, hey, bro, can you what I'm supposed to do now? Where I'm supposed to go from here? You know, and it's all right to ask questions. And let me say this: if you are asking questions, my daddy told me this: the dumbest question is a question not asked. I found out that when you ask a dumb question, sometimes you will get an intelligent answer. That's what I found out. I also found out that intelligent people are not afraid of dumb questions. Dumb people are afraid of dumb questions. Yeah. So if you ask somebody a dumb question and you can't get an intelligent answer, then you might be asking the wrong person. And if you are asking your circle for answers and nobody in your circle can give you an answer, then you've got to go beyond your circle. That's just retro philosophy for you, okay? Sometimes you got to realize my folks is good and I love them and they love me and they got my back as far as they can have my back. But I need some new associates. Yeah, it's not like you getting brand new on nobody. It's just that for where you're trying to go, they can't assist you. They can't help you. They can't guide you. Look at here. They can't even comfort you because some of the stuff that you're going through is above them. They've never gone beyond the block, let alone around the world. And you know, and it's no pun intended to them or on them or whatever. It's just the reality of life, man. Everybody that came with you can't go with you. You know, and you got to understand that from time to time, you know. And so don't let the fact that you keeping it real keep you stuck. You know, because people be like, yo, I'm just keeping it real, man. You know, I'm from the hood. And that, okay, I'm from the hood too. You push me the wrong way, you find out. But what I'm saying is, just because I'm from the hood, I ain't living in the hood now. And I don't want my kids living in the hood. And nothing against the hood. You got some great inventors. You got some great entrepreneurs. You got some great overall people in the hood. And the reason why they in the hood is because they've yet to rise above the hood. They've yet to do what's necessary to branch out. Okay, so go for it, all right? Now let me say this, because I'm not going to be here too long. What I need for at least 3 of y'all to understand, because see, you don't got to reach the world to change the world. I'll say that one more time, and I'm going to say it slower. You don't have to reach the world to change the world. Sometimes all you got to do is reach the right somebody. Jesus had 12 disciples. Come on now. His ministry, his public ministry was only like 3.5 years. And with those 12 that he touched, he changed the whole wide world. Yeah. He didn't travel to the United States here, there, and everywhere. But he changed the world. So stop trying to reach everybody and just reach somebody. Yeah, each one reach one, each one teach one. Yeah, see, you going after your goal, but you fail to understand. You got to start where you are. You got to work with what you got till you get what you need. You see what I'm saying? And you overlooking Jim Bob because Jim Bob looked like he ain't nobody. But I believe it was the Williams brothers said, I'm just a nobody trying to tell. Okay, all right. And so work with the one. Work with the two. Work with what is at your reach, because you don't know you reaching that one individual. That individual can turn around and touch thousands, and as a result, you have touched thousands. Okay, so go for it. Stop saying, you know, I'm just a little bitty nobody in a little bitty nothing place and blah 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 blah. Bruh, sis, go for it. Go for it. All right. I'm gonna leave you on this note. And I said this last night. I was laying in bed and I was just kind of thinking about a couple different things. And what I said was, some people want to be happy, but they don't want to be satisfied. Yeah, I'll say that one more time and let it sink in. Some people want to be happy, but they don't want to be satisfied. The Bible says it this way: godliness with contentment is great gain. Okay. And so I understand everybody wants happiness and everybody deserves happiness, right? But some of you will never have happiness because you too disgruntled in the process. Sometimes you got to learn to be content with what I got. This old beat up Pinto that I'm driving is raggedy. But you know what? I'm grateful because it's getting me where I need to be. It's doing what I needed to do for now. And in the midst of that, I promise you, you can find happiness. Even though it's not the end results, even though it's not the end goal for you, you can find happiness with that beat up, beat down, falling apart jalopy that you driving back and forth. And it is getting you from A to B. You understand what I'm saying? I can't tell you. There were so many cars that we've had, and some of them were hoopties, but they got us from A to B. They did what we needed them to do, and I was like, hey, it is what it is. And I'm the kind of guy, I'll flip a car in a heartbeat. Don't try to mark me by what I drive, because by the next month, I'm liable to be driving something else. And my wife has got to the point where she'd be like, well, I ain't even get attached to this thing. But my point is, we've had a lot of hoopties in the day and in the process, and there were many of them that I weren't really happy with, but I was content. You understand what I'm saying? And it was through that process that, though it was a hoopty, I learned something from it, whether it be mechanical or interior or whatever, so that when I got what I wanted, I learned how to maintain it. I learned how to even fix cars based on the bad experiences that I had. But if you don't have the right mindset, man, you're going to miss it, and you'll never be happy. So in your pursuit for happiness, learn to be satisfied. Yeah, learn to be satisfied. And being satisfied doesn't mean, that's it, because you're satisfied with what you really don't want. You can be satisfied with it, but you can still press for more. You can still expect and anticipate more. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, Chris, you're absolutely right, man. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for pressing play on this morning. Hey, Shamika, how you doing? You don't have to, you don't have to reach the world to change the world. And bro, you know that, because you're doing it yourself, man. You're doing it yourself. Sharonda Watts is in the building, aka Phoenix. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah, man, we get them right in early. We get them right early in the morning, and because I gotta go make the donuts real quick. You know what I'm saying? Make it do what it do for about the next 7.5, 8 hours. But I definitely want to hop on real quick and show some love to the folks that I love. And look here, man, y'all got me feeling good up in here, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. Y'all got me feeling real special. And so I want you to know that I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Go get it, and don't let nothing stop you. Don't even let you stop you. And I promise you, man, because we set out on these goals, right? On these adventures, on these tasks, whatever you want to call it. And I guess we're saying, I'm going to get this because I want to be happy. But look at all the stuff you could miss along the way. You understand what I'm saying? It's almost like a girl looking for her prince in shining armor, and not realizing that she might have to kiss a frog or two to release her prince in shining armor. And so because he looked like a frog, because he got a greenish tint, she ain't paying him no attention, because he ain't what she looking for. But sometimes in the process, you have to stop and look and appreciate the things that you have. Oh, he good enough to bring you lunch. He good enough to, encourage you, this, that, and the other, but you won't consider that he could potentially be the one. And as a result, you could very well miss out on the man you've been praying for because he doesn't look like the man that you conjured up in your mind, And so I don't know who that was for. I don't even know why I said that, but it is what it is. Yes, sir. Folks, we got to go get it. I don't care what time it is. If he wakes you up, go get it. I don't care if it's late. If he said go get it, go get it. Go get it. All right, y'all. It's your boy Retro with your little retro philosophy in the mobile studio, if you will. No green screen, no fancy thrills and this, that, and the other. No bells and whistles. Just me, myself, and I. Just me, myself, and I. Okay, I'm going back to De La Soul. I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be a righteous man. I can't quote hip-hop songs, right? The devil is a lie. I ain't forget where I came from, and neither should you. You know what I'm saying? We just got to realize who we work for now and do a darn good job. It's your boy Retro, a little retro philosophy. Go get it. Don't let nobody stop you, and don't sabotage what God has placed in your hands. We'll catch you guys next time, all right? And remember, every Monday night, 8 p.m., Biker edition of Retro Philosophy. Shalonda, a.k.a. Miss Phoenix, you did a wonderful job last night, and we appreciate you opening up and sharing with us and those who are watching. Y'all be good. Y'all be blessed. Chris, we're going to holler at you. Shamika, everybody else that's on tonight, this morning, we just want you to know that we appreciate you, and we'll talk to you soon.